Well,
Yeah.
everyone, we're alluding to it. Let's move on to topic two. Let's talk about Summer Games Fest, and I guess we'll wrap in State of Play here. A lot of game announcements this past week, from Sony to Xbox to Bethesda to a shit ton of indies that I did not list down, so don't quote me on that. From Devolver, everybody and everything. So we're talking about Resident Evil 4 remake. How
Yes.
excited are you, Danny, about RE4?
Oh, I am not that excited. No, not at
No,
all.
not at all.
Mm-mm.
That's Mitch.
Yep.
Moving
Yep.
on.
Mm-mm. Yep.
He's got his cake and he's eating it too,
Mm-mm.
Resident Evil 4.
No, dude, totally not excited. No, but real talk. I am super excited. Looking forward to it. I'm probably be willing to drop like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Resident Evil 4 remake, just because. Like, if you don't know, I'm sure people like. Okay, I used to stream, so like I was tell like the stream that I have like a serious Resident Evil 4 collection. I think to an extent, Bret, that I have a very extensive collection. Literally, like I have almost every version of the game. Like, that's how much I love it. I even have the chainsaw controller. I have the guidebooks. I have the GameCube, like original. When it says only for GameCube, and then I have the yellow label, and then I have the preview disc. You name it. Like, I have it. Like, I think I have all the versions Resident Evil 4 for like the PS4, Xbox One, like gen, like current gen, quote unquote. Just. Yeah, like, but the only ones I don't have are like the PAL versions. Because it seems for some reason it seems hard to just get the PAL versions, and then the one versions I want are like the German Australian version because those are like heavily censored. And then what other version am I missing? I don't really care about the iPhone version.
Oh.
I played that in high school. That sucked. But no, I have a very serious collection of Resident Evil 4, and I can guarantee I will be buying almost every version of it if it comes out. Remake, I will buy every version of remake.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So are you looking forward to the changes they might? It seems like they're gonna shake things up with this one, similar to they did with RE2 remake and RE3 remake. That's my only experience with these games. I was too much of a chicken shit to play the REs growing up. I think 7 was my first one. So yeah, are you interested in the changes that they're gonna make?
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking forward to the changes they're making Resident Evil 4 remake. If anything, like, I know a lot of people like see like Resident Evil 4 as more gravitated towards action, and yeah, it is action, but if you like get me playing a game for almost 17 years, like the game actually has always been scary, but it's just because of how like it's made, like it ends up becoming a little more action orientated. So I'm really looking forward. I mean, we already kind of saw like in the state of play is that it's going to be a little more horror orientated, and I am looking forward to that because it's always been scary. Like I said, it's just the atmosphere and just how the game's played just made it not so scary. Like, I think like there's this guy, I forgot his name, but I saw it from the Residents of Evil like YouTube page. Like they're like, this guy made essentially his rendition of RE4 remake, recreating the regenerator scene when you first introduced the regenerator. And all the guy did was that he just changed the lighting, and that's it. I'm like, now it looks scary. Like that's all you need. Just change. I think all you need is just change the atmosphere a little bit, lighting, and then it's gonna be scary as shit.
Right.
Because the regenerator, like looking at it, and like even like listening to the regenerator, like that dude's scary. Like you have to kill him in a certain way. Like, and also he has like Dawson limbs. He just pulls you in and bites you in the neck.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, that's really scary.
Right.
You know, so So I'm looking forward to seeing the regenerator in remake. And yeah, I'm super excited for Resident Evil 4 remake.
And are you excited for any of the VR components that they're working on it? Or, I don't know, like some people are 50-50 on VR. Like, it could be great. It could be, yeah.
I'm so on it. I mean, like, why? My first experience with VR, well, actually, well, okay, experience with VR Resident Evil wise is 7 on the
Yeah.
PS4,
Mm-hmm.
and that was I actually was very like very nauseated. Like
Okay.
it kind of just because it messed with my depth perception,
Gotcha.
honestly, because it's like your head's your camera, but you're moving with the analog stick, so it's kind of like very like it messes
Oh.
you up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that messed me up, but not saying this is going to be for everyone, but for me, like I'm like 50-50 on it. Like I know they're gonna do like they're doing VR for Resident Evil 8. I think it's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool because I think it'd be very scary because I mean seeing Lady Dimitrescu like in first person like that's
Help.
scary.
Is it scary? I don't think a lot of people would be scared.
We all want it. We all want it. It's okay. Yeah, we all want it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with it.
All right.
Dimitrescu for Street Fighter 6.
Just stomp on you.
Whoa.
Oh darn! No! Oh god!
Oh no! Let me try again.
So a lot of games announced this week. I don't know how much you guys have watched the showcases or looked into it, anything like that. Have there been any standouts for you guys, other than RE4, that you're looking forward to, that have been announced?
There's so many. Like I need to like go through them.
Mhm.
Like I can't really say I'm like a mad hype because when I went and watched, I only watched like so much of it because I had I had work and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like I thought like kind of more so kind of skimmed through the videos, so they're not like really fresh. I would to give you an answer. I don't have like an answer because there's so many games I have to go through
For sure.
and like really like just kind of delve into it. So I'm looking into hopefully finding like a nice turn-based RPG because those things seem to be disappearing.
Okay. Danny, anything for you that stood out?
I'll be honest. I've only seen State of Play, and
Gotcha.
I actually didn't know that Summer Games Fest was happening.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew because Street Fighter 6.
Yep.
But with State of Play wise, I think the one thing I was looking forward to was the Callisto project.
Okay.
Like I remember seeing it announced like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anything since until now, and I think it looks pretty good right now. I would like to like to try and play it.
Yeah.
I think there's that one other game with the cat. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Bret.
Stray. Yeah.
Yeah, Stray. I thought that was a really cool concept. So I would like to try that too.
Yeah, that comes out next month. Very excited to play that. I know
Yeah.
Lady was like, "What? You can be a cat? I'm in." So,
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. I think it's a pretty unique or a pretty interesting concept. You play like a cat in a world where like there's no really living organism.
Right. Yeah, it's just you and the robots.
Yeah, pretty much.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, Jeff in chat says, yeah, some good Dead Space-esque fun for Callisto Project. Yeah, that looks terrifying. I think they showed it at Game Awards originally. They had a reveal at State of Play, and then they went more in depth with Summer Game Fest. That one looks horrifying. I think that'll be one I just watch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually like it. Definitely the reason why I like the Callisto project because it reminded me of like a lot of Dead Space.
Mm-hmm.
So and funny enough, like Dead Space remake is happening.
Yeah. I think Callisto is some of the original devs from Dead Space. I don't know.
Okay, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because I'm seeing similar mechanics in Callisto project. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. So, I agree with Dio. There was a shit ton of games announced.
Yeah.
So I went through and listed pretty much everything that was announced. Sorry, indie titles. You guys had 4 showcases Saturday. There was no way I was writing all those down. So let's start with State of Play. So we had the RE4 remake, which we talked about, RE8 VR. And then we had Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 in VR, No Man's Sky in VR, Horizon VR, Call of the Mountain. Forbidden West was getting some free updates that day. Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales both coming to PC. Stray, Callisto Protocol, Rollerdrome, Eternites, Street Fighter 6 got its initial reveal. Tunic is coming to PlayStation. Season A Letter to the Future, and then Final Fantasy 16 got a trailer. So, yeah.
Are you fans?
No, I do think Final Fantasy 16 looks really interesting. One thing I'll say is that I guess since Final Fantasy was it 13 with Lightning?
Yeah.
Ever since like that, they kind of focused more on the futuristic kind of Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
Or I guess a little bit of 10 and 10-2 was also that's like a hybrid, I guess. But but it's nice to see 16 to kind of go back to the more mythical or medieval style, European style. So I think it's a very nice callback, and I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, with how it's supposed to be slated to be kind of like Final Fantasy 15-ish, right? Or
oh yeah, the action RPG style.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna honestly that's gonna be the standard for a lot of RPGs now.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't know. I mean, I sampled 15 when it initially had the demos and stuff. So, if it plays like that, I'm not into the futuristic thing, and the fact that you have party members, and then isn't it in 15 you initially couldn't switch to team parties or party members?
As far as I know, yeah, you only play Noctis. I don't know if you hop around to all the other band
yeah, that's right. There's not until 7 Remake where you can switch party members.
And so, I mean, if they have a monk class fighter, that's really cool. I'll play it. But if it's just going to be, swords, axes, and Godzilla, I don't know. It'll probably be a pass, unless they make Bahamut look massively cool.
I want Ultraman.
Yeah.
And or if they bring an old Esper, because Bahamut's going to be there, Ramuh's going to be there, Ifrit's going to be there, Shiva's going to be there.
Yep.
Standard.
Probably Alexander. I want Tritalk to come back so I can see a real Tridazer, fire, ice, lightning combination attack. Because Odin's going to be there, and he's probably going to have Governor. I would love to see just a few more Espers come back versus the standards. Because summons lately have been kind of, all right, well, the usual suspects have to be there, and maybe 2 more. And that's about it.
Yeah, it seems like 16 is focusing heavily on the summons, at least from their that last trailer that they showed at State of Play. It seems like, I don't know if this is true, but the lore seems like the summons are tied to a character. Each hero is a summon. So I don't know how in depth their library will be with summons, but there's potential.
Oh, I love Persona.
Yeah, right. As long as it's not no hate that if there's a sacrificed person that's going to house one of these monsters and someone's trying to gather all of them so they can use their powers combined to take over the world. I mean, that sounds kind of generic and kind of low-key Naruto-ish, but I would just hope that if it's going to be a war of who's summon, host or master is the best, it'll be, a group of summoners versus another group of summoners would be kind of cool, and then winner takes all. But I guess I would have to look at because I've only seen screenshots. I actually didn't see any of the stuff in motion or gameplay or even the trailer. So I'm only going based off of screenshots of what I've seen. But to lean into something else too, I don't know if Dragon Quest 12 was announced, but I hear Dragon Quest 12 is going to be very similar too.
Not that I saw this weekend for Dragon Quest, but nice.
It's going to be action RPG-ish, because I hear it's the same people that did possibly Devil May Cry are going to be doing it.
Okay.
I mean, this is early speculation, but I heard it's going to be a little, just from what I've read, very, very lightly from what I've read, it's going to be action RPG-ish. So, but going back to Final Fantasy 16, I'll have to look at the trailer and see if there's if the monk class character is, really interesting or really cool. Maybe I'll give it a shot because for lately it's just I don't know, man. It's monk class is like my favorite class in all RPGs, and all the RPGs that I've played, the monk class is really cool. It's kind of my go-to class, and uh, I haven't played a lot of RPGs where the monk class is really strong anymore. So I just want to see the monk class get some love, and hopefully, Final Fantasy 16 has a really cool character design, and I want to go back to why I fell in love with Final Fantasy, and hopefully the storyline is very strong. So
Nice.
Okay, no boy band.
Yeah, no boy band. So before I run down the Summer Game Fest announcements, shout out to Jeff in chat. He said, wait, you're going to talk about all these game announcements and not mention the Bill and Ted Excellent Retro Collection. You are wrong, sir. I will mention that right now. Thank you for tweeting out to me on Twitter. I was an insta-buy at work at 10 a.m. Instantly. It is pre-ordered. It is ready to go. Thank you for that. Very excited to just have that.
I'm surprised that they're doing that.
Limited run games. They're doing shit. I think pre-orders end tonight as of recording the podcast, but yeah, good shit. So Summer Game Fest, strap in because here we go. This was the fucking program that was like, we're all doing space adventures and it's spooky. All right. Anyway, we got Street Fighter 6 Guile's reveal. Excuse me. Aliens Dark Descent, more Callisto Project, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Flashback 2, Witchfire, Fort Solis, Routine. The Rock did a lot of advertisements for Zoa Energy Drink. Outriders DLC. Fall Guys coming out with a new season. Stormgate, Highwater, Replaced got a shout out. American Arcade, Goat Simulator 3, Marvel Midnight Suns, Cuphead DLC, Neon White, Midnight Fight Express, Warframe, Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, with the Casey Jones reveal along with 6-player mode, Super People, Humankind, One Piece Odyssey, Soul Hackers 2, Capcom Arcade 2, Mario Strikers, Metal Hellsinger, The Quarry got an ad, Nightingale, Saint Rose got a character creator, Warhammer Darktide, Layers of Fear, Gotham Knights Nightwing play, The Last of Us show was announced to be wrapping up, Last of Us multiplayer will be its own game, and then Last of Us Part 1 remaster out in September.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I did see the Shredder's Revenge with Casey Jones. I thought that was really cool. What else did I remember? Also, holy hell, Warframe?
Mm-hmm. They're still making them.
What? I was like, what? Okay, I guess why not? Warframe. I mean, Soul Hackers 2. That's actually. I remember when like Markman announced, like he talked about it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I was really surprised they're even doing like a sequel to Soul Hackers. Granted, I'll admit, I didn't finish Soul Hackers, but I loved it because it was very unique. Like, to those who'd never played Soul Hackers would know what Soul Hackers is. Is a Shin Megami Tensei game. It was originally on the Sega Saturn, but never came out in the US up until the 3DS remake. And it basically is like the story. It basically kind of follows from the story of like the whole like the what if story of SMT, where like the apocalypse was already prevented. But basically it's kind of like the norm to have like a device that summons demons, basically. So hackers, basically just you it's basically that universe, but then your friend gets possessed by a demon.
Oh.
And so she basically sorry, it's been a long time since Soul Hackers, but yeah, she basically gets possessed. Your friend / crush gets possessed by a demon. She's part of your party, they're doing all these like crazy stuff in the universe. And what's really cool with I think her name was like Nemissa. Yeah, Nemissa, I think was her name. Like, what's really cool is that depending on the questions you answer, she will be like a certain build.
Oh, okay.
So she can be like a fire, it can be physical, she can be almighty. It's really cool. I don't know if they're gonna do that in Soul Hackers 2, but like I'm looking forward to it just because it's Soul Hackers.
They're gonna evolve the dating sim to. Okay, cool. Now it's gonna build your personality, and that's gonna be your abilities on top of being my girlfriend.
I can see that.
It's gonna happen.
That seems to be like the thing now in RPGs.
Answer this question, you get more crits, or
Also another Aliens game.
Yeah, so Aliens Dark Descent, it looked very, very cool, the CGI trailer that they had. I will say, I got very excited for it. And then at the very end, they show gameplay.
Okay.
It's not the gameplay I was expecting. It was like a top-down, third-person, like, squadron thing. Maybe it's everyone's jam, but from what I was like, the trailer set it up. It's so dark, it's so spooky. It's like, oh fuck! And the big reveal when the aliens showed up was like, whoa! And then yeah, it was like, so excited. And then, so I don't know, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Check it out, Aliens Dark Descent. That was announced. Yeah, Jeff's freaking out in chat now too. Summer Game Fest. It was their second trailer.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's funny. Like on my YouTube feed, like I saw Maximilian like has like the alien. Was it what was it? Fire team.
Oh, fire team. Yeah.
Yeah, fire team. And I'm watching it while I'm like cooking dinner. I'm just like, damn. It's like why didn't I play this? Looks so cool. Like you have like all the like alien lore and all that stuff. Like, it looks really fun. Like it looks like something that like we would play. But I don't know how far they've gotten with like expansions in Fireteam.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know.
It looks fun, especially as Alien fans. I like it.
Dio, that giant list, anything that stood out to you?
I remember seeing the Ninja Turtles trailer teaser thing a long time ago. But knowing that it's 6 players, right?
Yeah, so Casey Jones got revealed, and then the 6-player mode got revealed, along with the release date, June 16th.
That's massive. I wonder if they're gonna have more characters. That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe. So right now they got the Turtles, they got April, they got Splinter, and then now Casey. We'll see.
I mean, they could do like Metalhead and Chrome Dome.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
They can play as the Ninja Turtle we don't talk about, the psychic girl.
The girl, yeah. The other blue.
No. Bring the characters from TMNT3 near the one they traveled back in time.
The samurai ones?
Oh, man. You have that outfit in the game. No, I would have to check that list out. There's just too many to like really recall. I mean, there's a game that I'm really like excited for, but it wasn't like in the state of play or whatever. But it's called Sea of Stars.
Okay.
It's a turn-based RPG. It looks kind of retro-ish, but I'm actually like this is off tangent, but I'm in like in a Facebook group where I think it's like 1 or 2 of the devs are in the group.
Oh, cool.
So they kind of talk about it. Like I know you're not supposed to do like self-promotion, but like there's already like a handful of people that they're asking for more gameplay and stuff. So but Sea of Stars, I think it's gonna actually come out. It's an indie game to look forward to it. It's a turn-based RPG. It's actually the reason why I'm like really interested in it, because it looks pretty cool. And I'm not into like super high retro pixelated stuff, because I just feel like it's so, what's the word? It's just so flooded with so many of those.
Okay.
But yeah, I can agree with that.
This one looks a lot cleaner, and it looks pretty crisp. Yeah, I would have to go through that humongous list of games that you mentioned, and really I gotta like scratch my head at some of them, because like I remember, like I said, I only got to see like bits and small pieces of everything as I skimmed through, because I was at work when it happened.
Yeah, and each of these conferences were pretty lengthy, so I do not blame you. It's a lot to take in.
But yeah, I mean, I'll have to get back to you on that question. So.
Let's see. I'd say for myself, at least a couple standouts. Like Marvel Midnight Suns looks really cool. This trailer, we got a reveal for some new heroes and characters that were being involved. But we still,
Venom, the Venom trailer, like
yeah,
Venom.
yeah. Venom was in there. Scarlet Witch was in there. Spider-Man was revealed to be added in there as well. I believe Hulk. Looks really good, but we've only seen CGI trailers so far. I've heard a lot of comparisons to XCOM, so I don't know if it's going to play like XCOM or if it's going to play differently. So I'm trying to like be careful and wait until I see gameplay to get super stoked for that.
I'm with you on that one because it looks cool. Like and to me, it screams like Ultimate Alliance style. But if people are saying it's like XCOM, then that's honestly a little. I don't know. Be a little worried about that.
Yeah.
And it sounds pretty. I'm sure it is cool, but for me, like I don't know. I think I don't know. I feel like what a game like Midnight Suns is like has like a lot of visuals and story that you think it'd be like the Ultimate Alliance type game.
Yeah, which I'd be okay with. I mean, it's not
I think people would like
the worst or the best. Just like, yeah, that's fine.
No, it's a fighting game.
Oh my god.
Like Mutant Academy,
Marvel fuck.
Oh yeah.
Professor this is a playable character.
Getting excited for Gotham Knights. That's coming out in October. Looking forward to more of that. I mean, it's like not Rocksteady, but it's the guys who did Batman Arkham Origins. I think it's those development studios. So excited for more of that.
Interesting.
There was a game called Routine, which was, I don't know if it's one I'd play, but I think it'd be one I'd be intrigued to watch. It was another like one of these space horror ones, but it was like had very heavy VHS elements, and there was robots that were there, and they kind of had like Five Nights at Freddy vibe with how they were splitting apart and the razor teeth and stuff like that. I was like, that Jesus, I'll watch that one. But yeah,
That one was called Routine.
Routine, yeah.
Also,
look at that.
Also, Layer of Fear is getting another expansion.
Yeah. I think that's a brand new one built in Unreal Engine 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that one looked very crisp looking.
Yeah. And also, like, I'm not surprised that they're remastering Last of Us Part 1.
Yeah, a lot of people into that. I mean, it's good promotion when the show is coming out and stuff like that. When they showed the trailer for the remaster, I'm like, this looks exactly like I remember it. But then they did side to sides. It's like, oh, okay, thank you for that.
Yeah, right. I'm not surprised with that. Like, I'm not trying to talk down on it. It's just like it was bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a remake or if that's like a new Modern Warfare, because I know they did Modern Warfare not too long ago. I don't know if that was based on 4 or whatever, but yeah.
I'm a little confused because when I saw that, like my friend was talking about it, I'm just like the hell are you talking about? Like, you want to play Modern Warfare 2? Just go pop open your Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I'll probably hop back into Call of Duty when Black Ops 2 comes back.
They're rebranding at Black Ops.
Yeah.
Jeff in chat says, wait, Bloober Reel is re-releasing Layers of Fear. Aren't they working on a new Silent Hill? So I don't know. I don't know if it's a remake of Layers of Fear or if it's a brand new Layers of Fear. But that was announced here at Summer Games Fest with footage shown. I believe they are also working on the Silent Hill, or that was just rumors. But yes, Bloober Team was here with that.
That's interesting because I remember, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, like a buddy of mine actually like texted me about like leaked concept art of Silent Hill. Like if it's true, it's cool, but I'm gonna throw shade at Konami, but I can't trust him.
Right.
I really can't. Like, it's hard to trust Konami if you're going to do a Silent Hill, and if they're going to be able to make a proper Silent Hill game. Like, yeah, I don't. Personally, like, yeah, that's just me.
Let's see. So after Summer Games Fest, we had Devolver with their wacky press conference. I've never really dug the vibe of how they do their press conference, but I've been getting more into their games, and they announced 4 games that night. They announced Angerfoot, The Plucky Squire, Cult of the Lamb was shown off again, and then Skate Story. Surprisingly, I think 2 of these titles might be my most anticipated out of everything announced. So,
Did you say fucky Squire?
Plucky with a P.
Plucky. Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's like, I want to play that.
So I'd say out of those 4, Cult of the Lamb, I've seen art for a while on Twitter, and now seeing the second trailer here, along with playing the demo last night, this is a game I'm definitely looking forward to. It's very cartoony, very cute, but it's like a mix of Hades, Stardew Valley, and kind of Inscription with its map system. So with the demo that I played, you're a sheep or a lamb, Cult of the Lamb, duh, and you're trying to raise or create a cult for a trapped entity. And you go around and you have to fight off bad guys with like your sword, and the combat feels really good, and you're going through these dungeons that are randomly generated as far as I know, similar to a roguelite, similar to Hades. And you're trying to get resources and find followers for your cult. So once you do that and you clear like these dungeons, you have like a home base, and you have to like make shelter, make places to cook food, like all these resource management things. It was pretty fun.
I was just looking at pictures, and I showed the Dio, and like that looks really interesting. It looks I like the 2D 3D like style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it kind of reminds me of like what was it like oh my god, like Octopath Traveler, what he did like 2D 3D style. Like, it kind of looks like that to me, and I like it looks cute, but then it's basically like a cult.
Yeah.
I like that. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you had me at Stardew Valley, so
Nice.
you had me at lambs and colts.
And then, funny enough, Plucky Squire is the other one that I'm probably most anticipating. This one's out in 2023. Cult of the Lamb is out August 11th. But Plucky Squire, Danny, you just mentioned the 2D, 3D like mix. This is it like super 10 times. So in the trailer, how they introduce it, it's like a storybook in a child's room. And you're a little knight character or squire going around, adventuring, taking care of baddies, whatever. But then you get to the end of the storybook and you step off the page. And it's like you're a 3D model in the room going around continuing your adventures. So you constantly are going back and forth between the flat 2D adventure style into this more 3D, moving openly in the levels in this space. And it just looks like the art style in that also looks fantastic. Really, really cool.
It actually does look
cool.
It does look really cool. Like, actually, D and I looking at it right now. I like it. It's really unique. Because I was like, I see like a children's book, but I'm like, the hell? And then I see 3D, and like I like that. I think it's really cool that you can transition like that.
Absolutely.
Very creative.
Yeah. So that was Devolver. Like I mentioned, Saturday there was 4 indie showcases. I did not even attempt to list those down. So shout out to you, indies. Good job. Keep doing you.
It's too many.
And then today, as of recording, we had the Xbox and Bethesda press conference along with the PC one. I didn't watch the PC one, so I don't have that. But for Xbox and Bethesda, this was all things coming out in the next 12 months. If you have Game Pass, you are eating so much right now. So here we go.
That's a Persona. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Persona. Yeah, I think all 3 of them are going to be on the Xbox Game Pass.
Yep. So, announcements they had from this press conference or showcase, whatever you want to call it. We have Redfall, Hollow Knight Silk Song, High Life, the Riot Games library is being added, so League of Legends and some other shit.
What?
Yeah.
League of Legends on the console?
Yeah, I think it's on console. I don't know if it's just like their PC Game Pass, but I think it's coming to both.
That's interesting. It'd be like playing Diablo on a PS1.
A Plague Tale Requiem, Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon has a Hot Wheels expansion, Microsoft Flight Simulator for their 40th anniversary, Overwatch 2 with their new reveal of a character Junker Queen. Also, multiplayer is free to play.
Oh, okay.
Aura History Untold, The Elder Scrolls Online is getting expansion, Fallout 76 is getting an update, Arc 2, Scorn, Flintlock's Siege of Dawn, Minecraft Legends, Lightyear Frontier, Gunfire Reborn, The Last Case of Benedict Fox, As Dusk Falls, Naraka Blade Point, Pentiment, Grounded, shout out to Jeff, gets a full release in September, Erebon Shadow Legacy, Diablo 4, Sea of Thieves Season 7, Ravenlock, Cocoon, Wulong Final Dynasty, Persona 3, 4, and 5 coming to Xbox. Kojima has a project he's working on with Microsoft, and then Starfield got a big gameplay reveal as well.
Kojima and Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear.
He said a completely new project, so I don't know if any Metal Gear traction, but
not Death Stranding.
Not Death Stranding, correct.
It's not Norman Reedus.
Not Norman Reedus and his fetus, no.
Yeah, it's not a fetus. That's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of Game Pass stuff, a lot of announcements there as well, and they were like back to back to back to back. They did really good with their presentation.
Diablo 4. Wow. Yeah, it's like it's funny. I mentioned Diablo earlier.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think out of all of those, I mean, I'm actually surprised to see Persona be on the Xboxes. Persona was never really on any Microsoft game. Well, actually, no, I lied. Technically, Shin Megami Tensei was on the Xbox, but like it was basically like Final Fantasy Online, like Final Fantasy like 11 online, Final Fantasy 12 online. But I think it didn't last long. I think it was only in Asia. But other than that, like we had never seen like any of the Personas like on an Xbox, and so I think it's interesting. I think actually might be a smart move because it gives it expands the player base and those who are fans of it but can't really access or have their PS4, PS2s or Vitas. But they can play on their Xbox. I think it's fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff, like good announcements here. I didn't think anything really called out to me, I would say, heavily. Ravenlock kind of looks interesting. It's like this Alice in Wonderland kind of ripoff action adventure. Diablo 4, I know Lady in Wonderland's very excited for. I'd say Grounded, I'm excited. So getting a full release. Jeff Regg and I have been streaming it starting this past week. And it's in game preview right now on Game Pass. It's like a survival, but you're kids that got like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids into the front lawn. So you're trying to figure out a way to get back to normal size. So you're fending off bugs and you're building like your base and building things and resources. And it's pretty fun. So I'm excited to see where the full game goes and like exploring that story some more.
That'd be pretty cool. Like I'm surprised like no one really touched the Honey I Shrunk the Kids IP and making into a game, because I think that'd be a really cool idea for me. And bring Rick Moranis back.
Yeah. Where is he?
Because I know he retired and stuff.
Overwatch 2 I'm hyped for. It's cool to hear that, multiplayer is going free to play. We didn't see any single player stuff or player versus environment. So we'll have to see. I didn't see any PlayStation like iconography on there or icon or whatever. So like that makes me a little worried. But then again, it was Xbox's showcase, so I don't know if they would put that there.
Later on, it will be on like PS4, PS5.
Right.
You gotta check out.
It looked fun. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go check that out, man. I've been getting the itch to play it again.
Hell yeah. Same. Big same.
I just
God.
haven't played in forever, and
Junker Queen.
Junker Queen.
Wow.
Yeah.
she doesn't look bad.
No, she looks cool.
Yeah. It's just like nice, like a Mad Max thing going on with her.
Yeah, she was very much like that. Yeah, she's very charge heavy, like getting close and attack, as far as what I could see from the trailer.
Interesting.
Wait, so you're telling me she's gonna play like
Brigida?
Oh my god. So
Kind of, yeah. She had like a charge attack with, I think she had a flail or some kind of like spear
does
or
it
something.
heal?
You gotta stop. Brigida was fun.
Yeah.
Busted like Brig? Jeez. So many complaints. Oh, who's your mate, Brig? No. Absolutely not. We're done. Dude, day one Brig was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have flashbacks.
Yeah, it was fun.
It took a whole team to take her down, man.
Yeah, it did. Fucking that shield.
Or one Sombra.
Dude, when you dude, she was legit like she was X Factor pretty much.
Oh yeah, his heels and then
Let me stun you, I'm gonna boop you, you're off the map, my flail is gonna heal everyone within this distance.
they heal
You're
me too.
dead. Her name, that's what her name should have been. You're dead.
Or the hell?
Busted.
The fuck is this?
Her name's not Brig, it's Busted. She's busted.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Oh,
We'll have to see how all the characters change out. I know they had their beta not too long ago for online, but they changed it to a 5v5 instead of 6v6 to avoid double shields. And then yeah, it seems like some characters got a little bit of updates to their moveset, so we'll have to see how everything plays out. But
Is it still class lock like the last Overwatch update?
I think so. So it was one tank, 2 healers, and 2 attack.
Okay, yeah. So it's,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, that's when I stopped playing Overwatch. Not because of that, just because Street Fighter V took off my life.
Yeah, they can the way you can queue in Overwatch 1, they've updated it. So like obviously you can pick, if you just want to play tank, you can check that, or you can be like a flex, so it will just put you in where space is needed. I thought that was nice touch.
I think it's fair because it kind of creates like a nice balance for the game versus like you said, like 2 shields, or like too many tanks.
Yeah.
That always gets kind of chaotic when you have like a Reinhardt and you have like, I don't know, like the hamster.
Oh, yep, Hammond.
That's easy, dude. All you need is Brig. You just need a Brig and you need Enigma with Widow.
Woo!
The ability to transfer it's over. That's it, man. Nobody can stop that.
It's true. True.
I mean, like if you still played your Sombra and freaking Chris played his Diva, I would be Junkrat. Squad.
Well, Overwatch 2. Let's go. That's 5.
Just saying, man. Like, I mean, my Ash was trash, but my Junk was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's very good. That was a really big comment. Let me redact that last comment. Oh man, with Junkrat, dude, he just does too much damage, man.
That's splash damage. It's a bitch.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go and play the game sometime soon.
Yeah, let me know.
For sure. Dude, Overwatch 2. I saw some of the character redesigns too. They look okay.
Yeah, they look good.
I mean, not much has changed though, right? I mean,
so I think we're getting all the same maps that we had, plus a few more. There is a new game mode where you're like pushing a robot to the opposite team's side, kind of like a capture the flag, but I don't know how you would explain it, but pushing it to the opposite side, kind of like a tug of war almost thing. And then from character wise, there's a few changes here and there. Like I know, for example, Orisa, like I think she still has her shield, she can spawn, but she doesn't have her gold plated armor she can give herself.
right.
Now she has like this melee where she spins the staff in a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
there's that, and then Hey boy. I don't know. I feel like it's just minor tweaks here and there. Nothing like huge, obviously, besides the 5v5 mechanic.
Yeah, I just remember seeing some of the early streams on Twitch. I didn't actually see a lot of like engagement and characters, but people were more so trying to read the maps, and some of them are like significantly like bigger, or there's some obstacles that are no longer there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like placements in the map is, they're somewhat different. Like I remember, what's that map Rio where you have to, where there's the double door. That's one of the checkpoints.
Yeah.
Like I think in Overwatch 1 there used to be a wall. Like when you cross that double door, there's a wall with a small set of stairs to the right. I don't think that wall is there in Overwatch 2.
Oh, okay.
So there's some like so some of the obviously some of the map strats are going to be modified depending on obstacles, but I mean that's one that stuck out because a lot of people are like, hey, that wall's gone, you can't snipe from here anymore. Well, that's all right. That's why you just let everyone engage and you just flank everybody else that's coming back, right? I mean that's usually the deal there.
Right.
But man, talk about Overwatch makes you want to pull a trigger, man. I can quit Street Fighter 5 for now.
I can't.
Yeah, so Overwatch 2. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I mean, is Junker Queen just for Overwatch 2?
Yes.
Yeah,
Bret. Same. She's the second new character besides, oh boy, was it Sojourn, the white-haired girl?
Yeah, I heard that name.
Let's see, Overwatch 2 characters.
So who's the last character in Overwatch? Was that Flying thing, right?
Echo, I think her name was.
Echo, not Guile.
Not Guile.
Just because she's in the Air Force doesn't mean everything that flies is Guile.
You don't need guns, he just has spoons.
Just sonic booms.
Yeah.
Big flash kicks.
Oh my god, that's ultimate. No, Sonic Hurricane.
I mean, Sigma from Mega Man X is in Overwatch. Jeez.
God, that's Sigma. I couldn't get into him like when he first came out.
Well, he has Doom Rocks.
No, but not the same.
He has no shoes though.
Oh,
shoes.
Boy. Was he going the Ryu route? Wait, Ryu has sandals now.
Yeah, sandals.
Ryu worked a tournament.
Nah, he stole Akuma's sandals.
And he took Goken's robe. Took a dead man's robe. That's bad luck.
No, that's just shower curtains.
Yeah, right.
Fuck my shower curtains.
Couldn't pay for his night at the inn.
Can't pay for a Motel 6.
And freaking Luke doesn't have shoes and his leggings and that. Oh, whatever.
Oh boy, lots of games, lots of exciting stuff. Well, everybody, this has been another episode of the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast. My name is Bret, aka Enigma9011, and today I was once again joined by Dio and Danny for this lengthy podcast. Gentlemen, thanks for hopping on again. It means a lot.
Yeah, thanks for giving us the opportunity, boss man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for inviting us.
We will definitely show you our strength when it comes to tournament time. So
nice. I will have to start punching that bag a lot if I'm going to be caught up at all. But seeing the announcements here, I definitely want to dust off the rust and the dust that is definitely on there and see where we can go from there with either Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6. But yeah, thank you guys for your insight.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be waiting for you.
Dope.
Hey, dude.
Remember, guys, if you want to catch this podcast live, go over to twitch.tv/Enigma9011 every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You join the chat like Jeff did today. Join in all the fun and the conversation. If you're a subscriber over there, we'd love to have you in on all the fun. But if you can't catch it live, that's A-OK. Go over to YouTube and podcast services the very next week, where it's broken out topic by topic and put as one big video and MP3 for your amusement on the following Friday. Last but not least, hashtag ad merch store. Get all of your swag over there. T-shirts, cups, backpacks, and more. Rep the brand. Support us, and we'd love you for it. Gentlemen, once again, thank you again for your time and being on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, dude.
All right, chat, listeners, viewers, thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys on the next one. Take care.